Hey everyone, we are coming to you live from the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. We don't know what we're doing, but we're here anyway.
Well, we're not sure how this is going to work tonight, but we're going to give it our best.
Sorry. Yeah, these guys wouldn't let me wear a headset, so I'm here without one. Hopefully everybody can hear me.
Sorry for the delay. Jim is just the advanced dinosaur.
Nobody else can figure it out either.
So we are up in a suite here at the Girls State Tournament. Jim, can you flip your video?
Absolutely.
That's the ceiling, Jim.
Yeah, mine's on. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah, Ben's is buffering.
Oh,
there you go.
Here we go. Jim, that's a better look of you anyway.
Yeah, it really is, honestly.
I have a face for radio.
You do.
Have you seen enough, or do you want me to turn around? Or you want me to turn around, or you want me to just keep?
I don't know. I mean, I think that looks good, Jim.
I mean, because that's fine with me. Because you don't need to see me. You can just hear me.
You can get over here. Hi, Jim.
Act like you like each other. Oh,
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben. Maybe that's too much.
Buffering deal on your computer. How is it
Buffering deal. I don't know. I don't know. Looks like we're good right now, so let's just keep going, I guess. Yeah, you bet. So hey everybody. Here we are. Technical difficulties and all.
Big brand new floor out there. Looks really nice. Gene Burger floor. Different from years past.
Yeah, so they redid the floor, and there's a sticker or logo down in the middle that's pretty small with Gene's signature. It's Gene Burger Court.
Cool. I didn't even know that.
Didn't you ref on this already, Sam?
I did, Jim. I don't know if you did.
I have not ref on it this year, so yeah. Shots fired. Thanks a lot, gentlemen. So, currently right now we have Clear Creek, Amana, and North Polk in the 4A semifinal. 13-13 right now, so pretty exciting game. Why don't we start with Ben? We get Ben in there. Yeah, he's probably got stuff in there, Ben. All right, so this is Ben Van Wyk with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. What do you do for the union, Ben?
I am a sport administrator for volleyball and golf, but then I'm also in charge of all of our facilities and our operations. So with state basketball this week, coordinating our setup Sunday night, putting it in the arena, working with their people here on a daily basis with security and operations here, helping people like you get into suites on the second floor and whatnot. So day-to-day stuff here, and then coordinating all of our cleanup Saturday night as well.
Awesome. So tell me about the new floor.
Yeah.
How long has that been in process?
Yeah, so we obviously we played on the old Wells Fargo Arena floor, and as someone who officiated on it before too, you know, there were some dead spots on it. It was getting a little old, and we just tried to look into different alternatives for it. So earlier in the fall, late summer, we started looking for floors that we could acquire. Had one that had a lot of life left in it. We were able to sand it down and kind of put our own little touch on it. Partnered with the Boys Association on it. So it's been a great improvement to the event as a whole. It pops, as people say, especially on our live streams and on TV. So
yeah, for sure. When we worked on it the other day,
it really felt sticky, like it was a good floor.
Brand new.
Yes.
Yeah, brand new almost. So the nice part about that is, this is going to be used for the girls' state tournament and the boys' state tournament, and that's it.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a lot of life out of it. We're going to have a lot of years out of this. So that'll be nice for us as well.
Gotcha.
Jim, you'll have to walk down and
you or am I looking
Look at that one up. What'd you say?
you'll have to walk down and take.
Well, I will get to officiate next week at the boys' tournament, so there you go, Sam.
Ben, you mentioned the sticker that we have at half court with Gene's signature on it. So in our office internally, obviously talked about Gene's retirement that she announced, and we wanted to find a little way to recognize her for that and for the work that she did putting this court together. And so we got her signature and kind of put something together as the Gene Berger court on it, and we wanted to blow it up and put it big on the floor, but we knew she wouldn't let it stay, and so we didn't want to spend the money on the graphic only for her to rip it up and say that ain't staying. So made a nice little tiny one, put it discreetly in the center circle, so it's there, and it's a credit to her and the work that she did to get that together and put that project together for this event.
So, Ben, I want to know one thing. Who took the first shot on this floor?
I did.
Because it was during the Monday Minutes.
We have a pretty good tradition here at state basketball of every morning about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, as people start rolling. We have a little office knockout game. And so, it's either just our staff. We had some interns jump in the other day. Ellie Ruffridge, who does some commentating for CISN TV, she jumped in, and she typically wins when she plays. She probably dominated. She's very first game she stepped into yesterday morning. She left her blazer on, and I don't think she missed a shot the whole game. She can still play. She can still play. So we had some trainers from Drake jump in one morning, and so it's been a good tradition for ours here on mornings before people show up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I did happen to see the signature out there when I threw the ball that Monday morning. So
Yep.
that was pretty cool. But it is really hard to see away from the court.
For the naked eye, for the person sitting in the stands, you're probably not going to see it. And if you don't know it's there, you're probably not going to see it. We had some people who walked onto the court pregame, and we had to go and point them directly to it so they could see it. But yeah, that might be something in the future that we will blow up to the same size as the other graphics on the court and give Jean the credit that she deserves for it.
Absolutely. As soon as when she's gone, it doesn't matter. So then she's not going to come tear it off.
We can name it whatever we want for that week.
That's right.
We'll be good.
Look at this. We got a commenter. Jen Segrist, love the office knockout game.
We'll take anyone and anyone who wants to participate. So you just got to be here before 8:30 a.m.
I do have another question for you, Ben. So we're in the process right now of finishing our gym at Melted Owls. We haven't had one for 3 years. So I want to know, can we get you down there for the Monday Minute when we open that up?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Taylor and I will find any reason we can to go venture and tour around the state. And when we can showcase school districts, new projects, and new gyms, we love doing that. So
Awesome.
You tell us when that's done, and we'll be down there.
It'll be about mid-April. We'll be having you come down then.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
What's your favorite part of the week, Ben?
The basketball tournament has a great flow to it. One game going at a time. But for us and for our jobs, halftime we always have some sort of entertainment that's going on. Post game we're ready to do awards, and there's a good flow to the day. There's a good flow to the week. I always say to people, I have a love-hate relationship with this week. It's some long days, especially Monday and Tuesday when those last games are scheduled to tip off at 8:30, and we're pretty fortunate both they did. They both started on time. We've had years where, if games go to overtime, those don't start until later in the night. But at the same time, it's an awesome event, and over the course of a week, like I said, it's a big grind. Spend a lot of hours in this arena. I hear it was really nice outside on Monday. The weather was wonderful from what I've been told, but just the event and the pageantry of Friday night and Saturday with championships and the history of Iowa girls basketball, it makes for a really great week. And, the hours that you put in is kind of just overshadowed by what the event is in itself. So we're really proud of it.
Awesome. Well, it's fantastically done. I think we've talked about it many times during the podcast and how much we love being here and how much they take care of the officials and how fun it is just to be out there.
Yeah, it's a great event. So,
well, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us today.
I have to go do some rebounding for another halftime event. So thanks, guys. Thanks
a lot.
Thanks, Ben.
All right, well, let's keep this moving.
Absolutely. I don't know. My wife's watching this at home, and she says our voices sound echoed. So everybody out there, we're trying something new live at the state tournament. So hopefully it still comes across okay for everybody.
How's that? I tried a little setting there. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see if that helps.
What'd you change, Ben?
Joe, come on in. Just, do technical stuff. All right, we got another guest here. Joe Segrist is the head girls coach for Norwalk now. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome,
guys. Thank you. Just happened to be that Jen Segrist had a comment for us that we put up a little while ago. So glad she's watching at home.
She's tuning in. My dad might be as well. But yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. So tell us about your season.
We had a great year. Just taking over Norwalk this year for the first time, and we had 6 wins last year, and we responded with 18 wins and a regional final, lost by 4 points to a really good Lewis Central team. So I was really happy with the play of our girls, and to win 3 times as many games as last year was quite an accomplishment.
Sure, that is awesome, and you've got some pretty good players on that team, and one especially in Bailey Birmingham that really helped your team out this year.
Yeah, she led the entire state in scoring with 575 points. I've never had a player come close to that. So she scored it for us all year at a consistent level. Fortunately, she's back next year, and we added some really good players. Actually, her sister will be a freshman with us. We returned everybody but our senior leader, Larson, who came back from an ACL injury and had a great year for us. So really excited about the future and excited to get back.
Good. So, Joe, tell me, how many times have you been down here at state?
6 years. The last time was in 2022, I believe, with Valley. I love this place. This is the most special week of the year. Was fortunate enough to win a couple state championships, not on this exact floor, because this new floor is awesome. I heard Ben talking about it a little bit, but would love to bring Norwalk back here because it's just such a special tournament put on by the IGHSAU.
Yep, for sure.
So I know you're not going to talk about this, but how many times have you taken home that nice championship trophy?
Twice, 2017 and 2019, and fell in love with this tournament back in 2014, bringing our first Valley team here. So it's just such a great week. The staff here does a tremendous job putting it on. The best officials are here. You guys have earned your stripes throughout the year and throughout many years of working basketball games. So congratulations to you guys as well.
Thank you. Appreciate that. What's your favorite memory? I mean, we talked a little bit about the championships and stuff, but what's the one thing that sticks out in your mind from here?
Just having my family be a part of it. My dad has come here 3 times now. He's never seen our teams lose. He actually came this year and saw us beat Carlisle in double overtime.
Nice.
But he was a fan right here in this arena for both championships. And my son now is a junior at Norwalk and playing. Got to play on this floor last year on the boys' side, and just having your family be there when you hoist that trophy, and because they put in a lot of time without me during the winter, and allowing me to do something that I love, and I just enjoy the sport so much.
That was a fun game last year with your son. We got to ref that too. So feels like every time we're here, we end up seeing you somewhere or another.
Yeah, 2017, you had the championship game, Ben, and you had my son's quarterfinal game against Valley last year, who Valley went on to win it, ironically, you know. So, yeah, it's just a special place. I know you know that. And congratulations to Sam and Jim. I know you guys have had championship games, and it's just a special place for all of us.
Very cool.
Anything else for Joe?
No.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks,
Joe.
guys. Have a good week.
We'll get you back on when we can have a real good question and answer with you.
Thanks.
All right, sounds
Absolutely.
good. Have a good
See ya.
week.
All right, good stuff.
So this game's about close to halftime with North Polk leading 28-26. So good close game.
I think this is the 1-4 in the seats. Is that right?
I believe so. 1-4 matchup, yes.
That was a good observation, Jim. 2-point game. Going to be close.
Oh my, I'm telling you, if you start this again, oh. Well, you're kind of froze there. Oh, we all are on yours.
I'm good.
Just sorry again for the technical difficulties, but like I said, trying to do something new here and going on Wi-Fi and battling headphones, battling the horns, battling the crowds. It's just atmosphere.
Hey, Jim, it's halftime.
I'm going to tell you, if we get through this podcast without me punching Sam, it's going to be a miracle. Just saying. Hey, first thing I want to do here is because, we didn't know this on our last podcast, but huge congratulations to my two partners here, Ben and Sam. They are going to be officiating a championship game on Saturday. That'll be Sam's first championship game. So really proud of these two guys. It's been fun to work with. Big shout out to them too.
Thanks, Jim. That means a lot. I feel bad for being so mean to you.
No, you don't, because it'll just start up again. But I'm all right with that because I'm going to give it right back to you.
Thank you. I'm excited for that.
Should be.
I'm with Ben, so he'll show me the ropes.
Awesome.
Yeah, you never know how the season's going to end up. And, Chuck always talks about the semifinals being the best games, and a lot of times they are. But, having a championship's pretty special, and we've all been pretty blessed with that. And so excited to work with Sam on his first one.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's cool.
Me too.
Yeah, so we're going to do, if nothing changes, sometimes they can change, but should be 2A Saturday at 4:45. So,
Jim, you going to be there?
I will definitely be there. Lisa and I will both be there to cheer you guys on. I might even yell a few things and try to get the crowd going a little bit for you guys, just to, I'm going to yell over the back. I'm going to yell, quit reaching. I'm going to yell 3 seconds, probably, I don't know, for most of the game, because I love to hear it. I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to find the one fan that is starting to yell at the beginning of the game. I'm going to sit right by him, and I'm going to give them things to say the whole time. And then I'm sure that'll, radiate through the crowd. You guys will be able to hear it, I'm hoping. So,
Hey,
do whatever I can do to help you guys out on the floor.
Do you remember Gene said that somebody at the girls' union might be leading, throwing people out of the state tournament?
Yeah, well, I'm going to move around from place to place so she doesn't know that it's me. That's kind of, getting. I'm not going to yell anything other than, seriously, over the back. She's reaching in. 3 seconds.
She'll find you.
She knows me very well, but I'll wear some incognito clothes.
You're not that fast to be moving around.
Oh, that's not nice.
I mean,
I think I'm pretty fast, especially for 59.
oh, jeez.
Is Jean coming up here or not? Do we know?
I don't know if we'll get her back or not.
Dang it.
I guess we should talk about next week as well. We were all three fortunate enough to make it to the boys' state tournament next year. So, good stuff.
Let's see. So it's Sam and Casey Pelzer and I. We've got 2 games. We've got a 2A first round, 1A semifinal. And Ben, what do you got?
I'm doing 3A first round and then a 3A semifinal.
With?
Tim Osterhouse and Brian Abel.
Yes, awesome.
Nice.
Shout out to our guys.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, it'll be a fun week next week too. Just fun week this week for these guys. You know, definitely would have loved to have been here officiating some games, but sometimes you do what you got to do, and having fun up here doing this. I'll be back up, actually bringing our girls basketball team up tomorrow. So we're going to be up here all day tomorrow, then taking them home, and then coming back up for the evening and be here Saturday. So I'm going to be here a lot this week.
Yep. I also want to give a shout out to our partners on Saturday.
Yes.
Brianne Byerly is going to be on the floor with Sam and I. And one of the other things that we have here is a bench official, and it's a way to add some individuals that are knocking on the door of state, and they help us out at the table as well. So Deidre Moore will also be with us on Saturday. So we're excited to work with him.
Well, you never know too, because you know, Ben could easily pop that calf again, and
Yeah. And
you need somebody else to step in. So
it's also easy to forget what number you have a foul on.
that happens.
Another set of eyes is very beneficial.
Yes, absolutely.
Not speaking from experience or AM, but
Yeah. Well, they've sure done it.
It certainly had happened 2 games in a row recently.
it wouldn't happen
Recently,
in a row.
it didn't happen here, did it?
No.
Oh, I wish you would have. We could have talked about it.
Why?
I don't know. Fun
Thanks.
memories. I could talk to you about it. You know, like next year. And
No, it didn't happen here, Jim.
okay, sorry. No, I watched your first game. You guys did a great job in that game. There were a couple calls that I thought were just right on where they needed to be. Somebody had an illegal screen. Might have been Sam, maybe. It was on far end. It was Ben. You were on the.
No, that was Casey on that
Okay,
side.
that was on Casey. Yeah, it was perfect. I mean, you could watch. I watched it, backed it up a couple times, like we always like to watch. You know, some of the calls that are close calls or whatever. And he got that right on. She stuck her knee out. Super call.
That was a fun game to do.
It looked like it was a really good game to do. I mean, I talked to these guys that couldn't believe how many drives to the baskets there were. I mean, every single time down the floor. 1, 2, 3 drives to the basket. That makes the game a lot tougher to call.
Yeah, that was Ankeny Centennial Milwaukee. So, 5A game, and they made us work the whole time.
Yep.
Lots of guys, but rewatching it, I felt really good about it.
Should we bring this other guy in?
Yeah, we got a
Okay,
guest.
we got another guest.
Zach Clark, how are you? Good. So Zach is athletic director at Central Decatur. Now you're on the board?
Yes, correct. Yep.
All right. So what do you do? What do you do in that role?
The best way I can describe it is just support the staff and look at big picture stuff. To me, it's kind of like being a school district.
Sure.
Work with the executive director and staff. They do all the work in the events. They show up and give out the awards, but financial decisions. And I'm just started, so I'm just kind of learning the ropes. I sit in the room and listen.
But you've clearly been around here too, as Central Decatur girls had a lot of success. And you've been here with that as an athletic director.
Yeah, that's what we were just saying. I brought my daughter up for the first time last night, and however many years ago, 6 years ago, I was in the front of our student section beating my 9-month-old son a bottle while the games were going on. So yeah, the championships are awesome. It doesn't matter what sport it is, and they just do a great job of promoting the Iowa girl and recognizing them for their talents. And
how did you get involved in it? How did you become part of the board?
There was an election in September. They had a kind of a nomination period for a week, and they took the top 2 people to receive nominations, and that went to a ballot for another week, and was lucky enough to win the election by 4 votes. So it was a close vote.
Nice.
The candidate's a great candidate too. And so I was able to get on. My first meeting was in November at the state volleyball. And so now we have about a monthly meeting. And obviously the meetings picked up some teams announcement.
Right.
So we've got a some big important work ahead of us to make sure that job gets filled with the right person.
Absolutely.
You have to help with the search firm with that as well, right?
Yeah, Brent Meyer Leader Services, and training Brent Meyer, from my experience working with him through this. Is,
Another official.
yes,
Initiated.
ultimate professional and
Yes.
very knowledgeable about the process. And because I'm not used to a process that way. I joke that my usual process for hiring a coach, you'll agree with this, is begging someone to coach some middle school sport.
Yes.
And, so this will be a much more in-depth process. So I'm looking forward to growth that I'll be able to get out of being involved in it too. So,
But you got big shoes to fill too. I mean, Jean Berger over the I don't know how many years she has been doing this, but over the years she has done a lot for the Iowa Girl, and I think elevated Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. I just really have enjoyed being around her. So I think it's going to be tough to fill her position, but there's definitely somebody out there.
yeah, I think she not only elevated the girls athletic union, I think she's elevated the work that us AVs need to do in our local school districts to make sure we're promoting the Iowa Girl the way she should be promoted and recognized. Maybe hold our feet to the fire a little bit about making sure we're doing our due diligence, our work the right way to make sure those things are happening locally, not just on the state level.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, you guys going?
Awesome.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
Well, you have to say hi to the boss.
We all know that.
Well, that's good stuff. We've had 3 good guests and worked through some stuff here. So glad we got to do it. And hopefully we can do it again in the future, have some better technology.
Yeah.
Keep working.
Yeah, definitely. This is neat to sit here and be able to watch the game from here and see people down there, but and be able to talk to people about the state tournament.
Really good officials on this game too.
Yeah, this is. I'll tell you how old I feel. Is Brett, right?
Brett Johnson.
Johnson. He is a Knoxville boy. So, it's only 14 miles from us. And when he was in 8th grade, I was a chaperone for a trip that they took their 8th grade civics class took to Washington, D.C. So very cool to see him up here and refereeing. He's been up here a lot of years, and he does a very good job.
Yep, for sure. With him is Kurt Stroud and Blake Reinke, I believe, too. Really good guys and better officials. So good to see them out there. We will. One thing we didn't talk about. Saturday after the championship, we tend to stay down here in a hotel the Friday and Saturday of the girls' state tournament.
Yeah.
Bring our family down.
Yep.
Have a get together. So we're hoping to get a lot of officials to come over to the Fairfield where we're staying.
Absolutely. We definitely have to have Garrett Wertz over because he likes to, show us how other officials officiate and does a very good job in that. So we'll have to have him. But yeah, we like it. We talk about lots of things throughout the year. Games we've had, coaches we've had, places we like to go, and it is just kind of a relaxing time, and knowing that we got one more week, a couple more games. It's kind of that end of the season, and just having a lot of fun instead of being out on the floor and making sure you do the right thing.
So just to be clear, I'm not bringing my entire family.
You're not bringing the boys?
I love my boys to death. A shout out to my parents for taking them for the weekend.
Well,
For Missy and I, it's kind of like, she's put up a lot of stuff this winter.
True.
And she needs a little break.
Yeah. Well, and your dad is the best anchor I know, too. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, he pretty much runs the brewery. Super guy. I mean, I think Lexi even tells me that she likes your dad more than you. No, I'm just kidding. But he is a great guy. And yeah, it's kind of nice sometimes to have a little break from those from the kids, I'm sure. So gonna be fun. We'll have fun, and it'll be interesting at times too.
Yep.
Thanks.
What else we got?
Well, I wish I would have gotten a hold of Addie Wadley. She's down along the side watching a girl from Milford Dallas, one that scored 1,000 point. But I don't know if we can get her up here in time before we have to kind of cut this off. But
Hey, Jim, there's 7 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter.
I'm just saying, by the time we have to cut this off,
Tie game. It's going to be close.
I'm going to turn this around so you can't see me smacking Sam. Don't look at his either.
That's assault, brother.
There we go. We can see the game anyway. Don't need to see me anyway. So you can back to can we or not? I mean, I don't know if we can do that on here.
We're good.
Okay.
It looks good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So. Oh well, I was going to see if maybe there's any way I could get her up here. So let's just see. I don't know how long we plan on going to 6 o'clock. Is that?
Yeah, we got 10, 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, she may not be able to get up here.
She doesn't have to walk to Melcher, Jim. She's in the building.
Hey, Oh boy. We'll see if she got the message. I did text and see if. No, this is a really good game. What did you say?
Crowd goes wild.
We got Clear Creek just took a 6-point lead. So
A lot of time left in this game. 5 minutes to go in the third. Does she see you? So, Sam, how have you juggled work and coming down here this week?
Yeah, luckily I have very understanding bosses that really support the passion for officiating. And, if I need to leave early for a game, it's kind of no questions asked. And they get the full report the next morning. How many tees did you give and how many people did you toss? And I only had to tell them once.
you guys keep talking. I'm going to go meet her at the elevators, but bring her in here. So.
Sounds good.
I mean, Sam needs to talk to you. He hasn't said a whole lot, but there's not a whole lot up there in that brain of his.
Thanks, Grandpa Jim.
Yeah, I think one thing we probably talked about, but would stress again, is we have officials from all over the state here at the state tournament this week, and a lot of them have to travel. I know these guys from by Spirit Lake and Sheldon, I think. So not only do they have to travel, the game might be in the morning, might be in the middle of the day, might have to make a hotel stay, right? So it's a lot of stuff that people don't think about, I think.
Yeah, I think that we're pretty fortunate that the tournament is so centrally located, and where we live, it's a easy half-hour, 40-minute drive for us. But yeah, to your point, if these guys are doing 2 games this week and maybe they're a day or a couple days apart, then they do probably have to stay and spend time with their families and work. And yeah, it's a grind.
And even the laundry aspect of it, because we have the one shirt that has the girls' logo on it.
Right.
So we got to watch that in between.
I don't know how to do laundry at a hotel. I've never done it.
I believe that.
Missy figure it out.
Yeah, for sure. Real quick here, let's go to our sponsor.
Why take the best corn in the world and make it into fuel when you could make it into whiskey? That's the question that launched Revelton, Iowa's most visible and fastest growing distillery. Owners Rob and Christy Taylor embrace the grain-to-glass philosophy, sourcing ingredients locally and overseeing on-premises production and bottling at their facility in Osceola. One sip, and you'll agree that Revelton's handcrafted whiskeys, gins, and vodkas are the best you've ever tasted. And with the launch of their rye whiskey, made with 100% Iowa-grown rye and corn, and their new bourbon coming soon, there's more Revelton to love than ever. Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com.
We're back.
Yes, we are. We're waiting for our next guest. Jim went to go get her. We're kind of up at the suite level, so there's a little bit of a process, but they should be with us shortly. Still a 5-point game here. CCA 38-33. 3 minutes to go in the third. Never announced before.
You're pretty good at it.
But we don't know any of the players.
Yeah. Rebound by number 45. She pushes it up the court.
We got contact, but not illegal contact. For the bucket.
I love the call.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Timeout North Polk. 7-point lead for CCA. 2:41 to go in the third. I think that's probably a good timeout for them.
Is there one more semifinal tonight? Is that right?
Yeah, it would be the other 4A.
Waverly Shell Rock.
Elon.
Healing. Yep.
And then I think that's it for tonight.
I think so, yeah.
And then 1A, 2A tomorrow. Sound right?
I believe so, yeah. Yep.
So yeah, there would be the 4 1A, 2A semifinals, and then the 5A championship and the 3A championship tomorrow night. So
Shout out to Jamie Smith.
Solon.
Getting a semifinal win today.
Yep. Jamie was a teacher in Winterset way back in the day, right?
Was he a Winterset? He was at
He was in Winterset for a little bit. Did some coaching, and then was at Interstate 35 schools just down the road, and now down at Solon. Back to state for the second year in a row.
Yeah, gonna play for a championship.
Gotta put it down a little farther.
All right.
She's kind of shorter than me.
Go ahead, Jim.
So here we have Addie Wadley, Milton Ellis Jr. We talked about her a little bit on the podcast last time about her and Gene Berger and all that good stuff. And she's been up here most of this week and skipping school. So tell us about what's your favorite. What's that?
Was that approved?
Is that okay?
I think she got a parent request out of it, so I think yeah. But she's not going to have to worry about her. We get her work done. So tell us what your favorite thing is about the state tournament.
I think just the support around the girls' sports, and not only basketball, but like the Parade of Champions and the championships, even just like praising girls' sports and everything that they do.
So what about Gene Berger? What would you like to say about her?
I love Jean. She is like one of my favorite people besides you, of course.
Well, of course.
Jean has done a lot for girls' sports, for me too. And just I feel like ever since she's come in as the director of the IGHSAU, that she's just done so much, and there's been so much progress made in how people feel about girls' sports and everything.
Definitely agree with that. See something about your basketball team. You guys had a pretty decent season this year.
Yeah, we conference champions. We did only make it to the second round of districts. We're hoping for third this year, but second round still pretty good for us. I feel like definitely the best season we've had in a while. I believe we were 18-4.
Yep.
18-4. And since our new coach has been here, it's her 6th year. That's been her best season. And we still have one more left, so we'll see what we can do there.
Awesome. And you had something that happened in the last game that was pretty special. Scored your 1,000th point.
Yeah.
And for a junior, I think that's huge. That's really cool. And you didn't know anything. I mean, you knew it was happening, but you didn't know that we were. I talked to your coach about calling a timeout. We had a sign in the crowd for you, so it was a really neat moment. So what are your plans for next year's basketball season?
To be here, honestly. I think next year we have even better of a chance. And I think if we get everyone on the same page and do what I know we can end up here or close to here, which would be just a dream come true. Another conference championship, definitely. And I guess we'll just see what happens.
Good. Well, I like that you said that to be up here, because if that's not your ultimate goal, then you're really not very competitive. You know, I always talk with my teams, basketball, football, softball, that we got 3 goals. 1, to win big non-conference games. 2, to win the conference. And then 3, make the state tournament.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen very often, obviously, but if you don't have that goal, then you're probably never going to get there. So I'm glad that you said that. So, super. Well, I knew you were down there. Wanted to bring it up on the podcast. Enjoy the rest of the time. Who's up there with you tonight?
My dad's on there.
Okay.
Yep.
So enjoy it, and we'll see you again
All
tomorrow.
right. Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
congrats on a great
Thank
season.
you.
Thanks, Daddy.
Awesome.
What a great human being.
Yeah. She's one of a kind. There's no doubt about it.
So, Jim, she's the one that said she wants Gene Berger's job, right?
Absolutely. She wanted to do Gene Berger's job. And, you know, she even said to me when I talked to her about when the retirement came out, and she goes, I wasn't happy about that because I wanted to wait a little bit longer so I could apply for the job. so, I mean, you know, she's a girl with goals, and, you know, we talk about it all the time when coaching, even officiating goals. I mean, if you don't set some goals and try to achieve them, you know, you're just not going to get very far. And, you know, even though you set your goals high, you may not make them, but boy, if you don't try, there's not a chance. So she's gonna turn out just fine, and she's gonna do big things someday.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's so no different for us. You know, we start this season, and our goal is obviously to get here to the state tournament. So, set your goals high.
Yeah, and then once you get to the state tournament, what's your next goal?
Yeah.
To a championship. I mean, you know, and so we've been fortunate enough to do them, and now Sam's getting his first one. So that's just really cool. So I can't say enough how excited I am to watch that game on Saturday.
So proud of you, buddy.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, anything else?
I think this has been good. We've learned some things, and we
That's
hope to
great
do this again. Maybe even the boys will let us. We don't know yet, but we might have to ask them and see. And
With hopefully better audio.
yeah, we'll figure all that stuff out before 20 minutes when we get here. So
Thanks for joining us today.